Bfam News is here to report the news because the news can't report itself. I'm your anchorman, DC. Please say hello to my news team, E News and fashion correspondent Auntie Chris in the house. What's up, girl?
What's up? What's up, Mr. Girl Auntie? Of course, make it make sense with Auntie, but I am here with the E fam, and we are excited to be here. Thank you, Monster. And I always forget the other one. I always get it mixed up with Rena's. What's the other sponsor? Say it
We're
for
gonna
me.
let we're gonna let Sheriff do it because he's been so close so long.
No,
He's gonna
he
nail it
always
today.
I always mix it up with Rena's, because I got Rena on my show with the wellness, so it always mixes up. I'm sorry, but I know y'all sponsor. I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Go ahead.
And Mister, I see what you're doing down there in the bottom corner. My political correspondent. How you doing?
It's a good day, man. We back in the NFL, man. Shout out to Monster though, man, for real. I might have to try one day. Ain't never tried a Monster Energy drink, but
What?
I'm gonna have to go get me one. You know what I'm saying?
Let's go to the official monster supporter, drinker, taster, tester, the sheriff.
Yo, good evening. It's the sheriff from South Central Indiana. How's everybody doing? What's up, Monster Energy? What's up, Wild Bee Wellness?
I'll be well.
He nailed
Also,
it.
the NFL is back. We are on a weather delay on the game right now with the Eagles. Have a 4-point lead over the Cowboys. But with that being said, DC, let's rock this shit.
Let's rock this shit.
All right, DZ, what measures would women go to in order to have a man's baby? My theme today for my 4 stories has all around the prison system because I'm learning some shit that the movies don't tell you. How far would a woman go to have a man's baby? I found a story out of Miami-Dade County Jail where a woman impregnated herself by a male inmate without even sleeping with him. Let's listen to the story.
Pregnant by fellow TGK inmate Jawan DePaz, despite the two never physically meeting.
She's a miracle baby. She's a blessing.
Now 7 Investigates has obtained newly released records, including handwritten love letters between DePaz and Link. One even appears to show a list of possible baby names.
The big question here is, how did this happen?
Through the vent.
Longer than a full-term pregnancy. That's how long it took Miami-Dade Corrections to investigate this strange case. Their report backs up what the inmates told us in jailhouse interviews, but it still leaves unanswered questions, like how could this have happened without staff realizing?
They should actually thank me. I found a huge breach in their security. I haven't gotten a thank you yet.
Officials at the jail say they conducted a thorough review of the incident and concluded there was insufficient evidence to substantiate staff misconduct. However, the jail did make changes after the 2 inmates conceived a child in a highly inconceivable way.
I put the semen in a saran wrap every day, like 5 times a day for like a month straight.
He would kind of like roll it up, almost like a cigarette, and he would attach it to the line that we had in the vent, and I would pull it through. From there, I had placed it inside of it was the yeast infections, the yeast infection applicators. I had placed it inside of there, and then from there, I
All right, that's enough of that. I gotta ask a question here, Sheriff. No, don't forget to unmute yourself. You're muted.
I cannot even wrap my mind around that. That's
Sheriff, my question. No, wait. In your prison system, Sheriff, down there in South Central Indiana, should we be thanking her?
Yes and no. Yes, because you found a flaw, but no, because you broke the law. I mean, I don't know. I mean,
is having a string between the female and the male cell a breaking law? If you don't
Unless
know
they-
it's possible to do it, you can't have a law against it.
True, unless they have like a no, contact between.
So she
male
didn't
and female.
technically break a law. She really didn't break a law because all females get these yeast infection inserters. And I would have said, if not that, a tampon. There's plenty of things that women can use to inject semen into themselves in a jail. I get that part. But passing it through the vents,
That's
Miss,
wild.
I see what you're doing.
What?
What you thinking here?
Why they so close together? That's a long fucking string. How did you like right next to right next door to each other? You feel me? That's a problem in itself because I'm talking about you normally don't see where the male prisoners and the male inmates and the female inmates are that close together. So that how and to put a string saran wrap. But where you get saran wrap from? Like they not even bringing what.
Sandwiches.
You can get saran wrap in the prison system.
Sandwiches.
Mhm.
I'm pretty sure that on the weekends, they give you sandwiches. I'm gonna get back to Auntie here. She got the most info
He
here.
did
I'm
this
pretty
every
sure.
day though. Like he did this every day though. Like he was like shooting.
I mean,
saran
like
wrap it had to be
you
that.
live in hell. This is the part that I don't get. So before we get to Auntie, these are questions that I got. You can answer all of our questions together, Auntie. The female cell and the male cells air vent systems are connected. Number one, I think that's just stupid. That's just stupid. They should be on separate systems, mainly because you don't need any female smells coming into the male cells. That's just me right there, number one. Number two is if I'm in a female cell in my vent, and I know how you get the string too, they take the sheet apart. I know I got some stuff. I've interviewed a lot of people from prison and jails. So you get to a sheet. If you get one piece of string, you can pull it really gentle, and the whole thing's one string, and you can tie them together. But here's the thing I don't understand: how did she get to that exact person? Like wherever your string goes, you stuck with that motherfucking choice there. It ain't like you go to a different cell. Like it goes, hey, wait, no, can you put it down about three cells? Like you stuck with that motherfucker. How do you get to the exact cell? Auntie.
Okay, so I actually went down the rabbit hole with this story. And the way that it was actually done, they both are geniuses. To be honest, they were both geniuses. They both met through the vents, like you said. They actually created a tubing system that their cells was close enough that it went directly to him. So it was no confusion or mix up that it was gonna get to somebody else. They already knew they were able to push the thread in through enough that they knew they practiced enough of it doing it over and over again that they knew it was going to go. Like it was literally playing. They went in and playing with names, and they were even prepared for the fact that neither one of them will probably ever get to see this child, that it was going straight into the system. They just wanted the fact that they were able to do this. And they were able to produce something out of love, is what they said. They were basically something was produced out of all of this. So yeah.
With that said, I need to go to political story number one. Mr. King, save us.
All right, man. So just like Canada has took all the American alcohol off the shelf. If you plan on getting mail from a lot of these foreign countries like Mexico and I think the United Kingdom and China and things like that, that means that your Temu packages and all that going to be held up because most of those countries have decided to suspend postal shipments to the United States. But let's check out the video and see what I'm talking about.
Mexico, India, Japan, and several other countries have suspended the shipment of packages to the U.S. as a result of President Donald Trump's tariffs and new rules implemented by his administration that end duty exemptions for lower value shipments entering the country known as the de minimis rule. On Wednesday, Mexico joined a growing list of countries whose postal services have temporarily suspended package shipments to the U.S. and said it's engaging in dialogue with U.S. officials and, quote, international postal organizations to define mechanisms that would allow for the orderly resumption of services. According to the July executive order ending the de minimis exemption, shipments will face a levy of $80 per item if they're sent from a country with a tariff rate of less than 16%.
Bullshit.
The price increases to $160 per item for countries with tariff rates between 16 and 25%, and to $200 for countries with rates above 25%. Earlier this week, the postal services of Australia, Taiwan, and Japan also announced a halt in the shipment of packages, although this pause will not impact letters, documents, and postcards. A week earlier, India, the UK, and dozens of European Union members, including France, Germany, and Italy, announced a similar pause in shipments. Several other countries in the Asia-Pacific region, including South Korea and Singapore, also halted shipments last week. In April, Trump signed an executive order to eliminate the provision for imports from China and Hong Kong, which went into effect in May. The de minimis exemptions on shipments from other countries are set to end on Friday as per an executive order signed late last month. For more on this story, check out the...
Wow. So there ain't going to be nothing coming overseas.
I mean, said I should
All right. Let me ask you a question now. It seems like what he's, as Americans, we love to save money, and we know if we don't mind waiting a little longer, we can go overseas to get stuff much cheaper. What Trump's doing here is forcing us to buy America. Is that now let's just keep it real, okay? Is this bad? I'm not asking you if it's more expensive. If he's trying to make America stronger by making Americans use American products, he didn't say black, white, Chinese, American products. He's just saying if you want to shop, you should be shopping inside your country more than you shop outside your country. Is that bad, Sheriff?
It's not bad to keep our money inside this country, but I think it's bad that not everything can come from in this country. I think that's the problem, because not everything we can buy comes, like these right here. They don't make these here. Those come from over there, and
well, technically they do now because he has a company that does that.
Yeah, but
nobody wants it, but I mean,
you can't have a monopoly. That's the problem.
That's exactly what he wants. And I'm gonna, with that word, I'm gonna go up to Auntie and let King close it out. Auntie, I'm a good producer. I made him say the word without even telling him how to say the word. Now that I got Charles to say the word monopoly off my lead in, we'll tie it all together in your opinion.
Well, I mean, he clearly said just that. We've already said about my video, about my Trumpopoly game. And at the end of the game is the play to win. And he pretty much, for however many years he stops the voting process, we have been monopolized, well, Trumpalized, period.
King.
Okay,
King, wrap it up.
First of all, I'm not shopping. You feel me? So you can't tell me where the fuck I can shop at. You feel me? I mean, honestly, that's what it boiled down to. You telling me to buy American? When I tell my we will buy American if y'all don't motherfucking take shortcuts and send out fucked up products. You feel me? That's why we go overseas and buy shit, because we know they gonna take their time to put that shit together. Over here, you're gonna take a shortcut and try to get the cheapest motherfucking materials possible and make a bullshit product. You feel me? That's why people don't buy American. So that's what the point is behind that. Like, if you buy, you can remember back when they had Ford trucks. What was the motherfucking acronym for Ford trucks? Found on the road. That's what that is. I mean, you can force it, but it don't make no sense to force the shit, because now you causing the problem with the economy, because I'm talking about shit. Why would I buy American if I know you're gonna give me a shitty product?
Yep.
It's all facts. All right, King, go to political story number 2.
Yo, man. So how would it be to find out that the Minnesota DHS has just cut funding to their mass shooting prevention program days before the shooting at the Catholic school? Let's listen in and see.
as investigators search for a motive and try to understand why a gunman targeted a Catholic school in an attack that left 2 children dead and several others injured in Minneapolis. A key question the community is asking is if any red flags were missed that could have prevented this tragedy. A new CNN investigation shows that 1 month before the attack, the Trump administration cut funding in Minnesota for grant programs aimed at preventing mass shootings, just like this one. CNN Investigations producer Audrey Ash helped uncover this information. Audrey, what more are you learning?
We don't need to hear from Audrey.
No,
we're just going to go straight to this right now. Auntie, 1 month before this massive shooting in Minnesota, the Trump administration cut funding for the mass shooting program.
Of course he did. If you have, what I'm saying, you don't want to say it, but if you got an agenda, there are certain things that have to happen. And a lot of this stuff, I don't believe in coincidences. I truly don't. And so therefore, with this being said, everything has been calculated. Everything has been strategic and everything. This man, he's a businessman and he ain't making no mistakes because he knows exactly what he's doing. He's playing this. He's had a time to sit back and do it. He's done it, and we're all being a part of it executed. I hate to use those words, but that's what it is. We're actually watching this in living colors.
So back to the Trump report here from DC, trademarked by Auntie. The board will probably be yellow. You know how when you're playing Monopoly and you own a street, but one motherfucker owns that railroad, and you want the whole street, and you're willing to give up a lot of shit just to get that street. Well, Trump didn't win in Minnesota, but he won in all those states around Minnesota. So I think someone made a statement. I'll just keep on taking laws away, protecting things, and then I'll make those things go away. You keep on losing people. Just saying. Sheriff, want to add anything to that first before Mr. ISeeWhatYouDoin closes out that subject?
You hit it on the head, but it's not right. Because things like that should not be happening. Because what if he wouldn't have stopped that?
What it is.
No, I know. It's really sad because, again, here we are playing this game of Monopoly with Trump and, he's got Boardwalk and Park Place and all the other damn properties he owns and he don't care. It's just.
Yeah, but he didn't have short line railroad right there in the middle of all that.
He ain't going to get it with doing all this either.
Short line is Minnesota. Yeah, he's going to get Minnesota. Watch. He'll either kill it all off or Minnesota's going to get hit hard. I've been watching what is happening in Minnesota. But you know what? If he doesn't cut funding, they might have caught what he did, huh?
They're going to have a massive weather thing, and there's not going to be no FEMA or no federal disaster aid for them.
I can see Minnesota getting sucked up by Lake Michigan somehow from some weather fuck up or something. Mr. ISeeWhatYouDoin.
So you want to you can't be this old and cause this many motherfucking problems. You feel me? Unless you know that you have an idea. In order for you to build something new, you have to tear every fucking thing down. You feel me? I saw the picture when he had the new painting that he had when he had like the fire and all that shit behind it. Yep. And now it makes sense. You feel me? We dealing with a man. We dealing with an adult male who is prone to throwing tantrums, and nobody has corrected him for what the fuck you doing. I'm the president. I can do whatever I want. And when you hear somebody say that type of shit right there, then we should all be real nervous and real motherfucking scared because he is literally doing whatever the fuck he want to do. You know what I mean?
Facts.
It's crazy as hell that you would go into a situation and realize this. Minnesota do that. You want to clean up DC. You want to send military to Chicago and motherfucking Detroit. California going to hell. You got bigger fish to fry than cutting funding to everything, right? But the problem with that is this right here. Until somebody you related to, it doesn't become a problem to you. That's not his problem. That's our problem.
See, now, if I was going to play conspiracy theory, this is what I think happened. When Trump said, and he signed an order that men could not compete in female sports. If you were born a man, you couldn't compete in female sports. Could someone please remind me who the first NFL team was
Minnesota
to have
Vikings.
male cheerleaders out with
Minnesota
oh my God, it was the Minnesota Vikings. Oh, what is the chance that the governors and the political people of Minnesota said, hey, let's go find 2 male cheerleaders and go against Trump? We know Trump is heavy into sports. It's been heavily advertised. So I love it. You know, think about that. So Minnesota retaliates against no men because obviously they voted against that. So they retaliate by putting 2 guys out with the Minnesota Vikings. So Trump's like, okay, I'm going to cut your funding for mass shootings. Then the next month later, guess what? Your church gets shot up. Wasn't me. What do you think Minnesota's going to do next? We'll see. We'll see. Let's go to this video right here. There's breaking news coming out of our prison systems. That's what DC's focusing on today. Shame, shame, shame. Shame, shame, shame on you, Kawana Jenkins. Yeah, that's right. I know your first and last name. We know who you are. You're right down here at Fulton County in Atlanta, Georgia. You were a detention officer here. You were caught on tape with 3 different prisoners in your first week of work, and then was fired and arrested. This was her Instagram post, newly hired. If you can't see down here at the bottom, it says, let me put the play button here. They done let the wrong bitch become a correctional officer. I already see who I'm gonna be fucking every night.
Wow.
So here are her new charges after being released. I love it. I love the cop charges. Okay. So she was with 3 different prisoners in 1 week. Charges are 3 counts of improper sexual contact by an employee. I'm down with that. I get that. 5 counts of public oath violation. So somewhere in your oath, when you swear to be a peace officer, you broke 5 rules. I'm down with that one. 2 counts of reckless conduct. So one motherfucker didn't get a lot. Okay. I'm not cool with that. They all should have got the same shit. And 3 counts of cruelty to inmates. I'm just going to let you know right now. As soon as I read this story, I went up and asked Lisa. I said, Lisa, you want to play inmate? Just be cruel to me. I don't even know what that means. I want a count of cruelty to an inmate through sex. You know, I get it. So my question here is, did the justice system overpunish Miss Jenkins? Go ahead, Mr. I see what you're saying. Remember, she's only there for a week.
They overpunished her, man. I mean, she knew what she was going there to do. She probably knew them dudes from the streets anyway. You feel me? She probably owed some favors or something like that. But she knew exactly what you can't be mad at her because she had said from the beginning that she knew what she was going to do. You feel me? The problem with Fulton County is this right here. Somebody saw that shit and still thought that she was bullshitting and let it happen. That's what that is. That's it. She said every night. Listen, she clearly said she gonna be doing this shit every night. And that time out, y'all let her get 3 people. That's 3 different nights. That's 3 different nights. And
right. So she missed 4.
You charge her. That's crazy. You charge her. That's crazy. But you say she got out though, right? You say she got out though.
Oh no, she's in prison.
She in prison. They put her in prison.
Oh yeah.
That's crazy. You know
those 5 breaking oaths, those are all felony charges. Like when you swear in to be a peace officer, if you break one of those oaths, those are felony charges.
That's bullshit. That's illegal.
I think those ones are pretty important.
Right, that oath right there, that oath is that. But I'm talking about there's a lot of motherfuckers out there that break oaths and shit, and they not in jail right now. That's illegal and that's discrimination.
Well, I agree with that. I agree with that part, but you know, If you take a job and if you take a job and it says, "Hey, you're going to shovel every day for 20 minutes a day, every day." If you're in your 80th year and you say, "Man, I'm tired of this shovel," bitch, you shoveling every day. You signed the oath.
That sound
Sheriff.
like January 6th shit, though, right? The oath breaker.
But I love King. Boy, me and King are going to back on air. I swear to God, you're going to see it soon. One sponsor is all I need. One sponsor doesn't care about what we talk about. Sheriff, how do you feel about this?
First of all,
debauchery.
First of all, why do you want to be a hoe? I don't understand that at all. I mean, that in that mindset that she has. Oh, I know what I'm doing. Like every night, like who gets a job and says, "This is what I'm going to go do." I mean, this is crazy.
All right, so I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do about this. I'm going to let Auntie go first. Auntie, how do you feel about Miss Chastity Ho?
She got what she deserves. I mean, you play stupid games, you get stupid prizes. Why the hell would you post that? Why would you literally go on social media and tell the world that your pussy is good enough, is good enough for the prison system only? It's time to put it up. Especially when you are excited about becoming the new canteen on the block.
She's gonna catch something Ajax ain't gonna take off either.
No, but it's the safest place. It's the safest place for her because they tested all the motherfuckers. She knows. She saw the records. She saw it. She saw it. She know what it was.
Let me go here and take you to medical real fast.
All right, this is what I'm doing. It's gonna be, you know how you see those horror movies that are like B horror, and like you can see the strings on the spiders when they come by and shit. Here's my story idea, and if anybody tries to take my shit, Zoe's listening. This is my movie. This girl was a big girl in high school, and she was raped by the football team. And when she was raped, she caught AIDS, and nobody owned up to it. So she got skinny and hot, and she found out that some of them got locked up. And she said, "I'm giving this back to you." This was her get back, and it's going to be a Hallmark movie.
That's just as bad.
I don't know if they can make it as a Hallmark movie, but that's a hell of a
Hallmark.
script.
That's maybe an IFC movie.
That's a hell of a script, though.
Yeah,
I go see it.
Well, it's not really a script; it's not a post-it. So I have proof of this. So any of you motherfuckers that take my shit all the time, I got proof of that shit.
Remember, I did a story. There was a lady that did that. Remember?
There is somebody, yeah. And
There's a lady that the man abused her children, and he abused her kids, and he was an officer.
Kind of like that.
Yeah, he was an officer or something, and she went and she injected him with the virus, and she was willing to go to prison because she said he took her child's innocence.
All right, Sheriff, sports story number 1.
All
Let's
right,
go.
guys. Welcome to sports. All right, so at a 5U football camp in Florida, a 5-year-old running back goes for the end zone and to score a touchdown and during a celebration. As parents, do we need to regulate what a 5-year-old boys are doing during a celebration as well as fathers and coaches? DC? All right, so
we're gonna go to Auntie first. She's the only female. I got to get the female opinion.
Oh Jesus! I wish the hell my grandson would. Listen, that is not cute. That ain't cute. That's not cute at all. Yeah, sanction. Do whatever you got to do. To mama, no, and go pop his mama because that's something his mama did. Mm-mm. Lord help us.
King.
Oh, you call? Oh, shit, man. Let them play, man. Let them eat cake, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the fun of the game, bro. I mean, like, the parents should talk to the child, right? You should probably talk to the coaches. But the 5-year-old, he just doing what he was instructed to do. Let him eat cake, bro. Correct that later, but I'm talking about at this particular point, he scored a touchdown. Let that man celebrate his win, bro. That's what sports is about for me. I coach football. Let them, bro. Let them do their thing, bro. Because you got people, high school, college, and in the NFL doing shit too. So let them play. They not seeing it just that. They not.
I
Just,
am with.
let them play. Let them eat, bro.
I am with King on this 100% because I grew up without a father. So every father figure I seen playing any sport, I emulated them all the time. And I see other kids when I was coaching emulating their fathers, down to the geeks, down to the ones that get down and fuck the ground. If you look at the parents, I'm not sure that guy next to him was his dad, but I'll make a bet it was. Because Dad and him had the same fuck game. It's right there. It's all out. So I'm ashamed of the father. But the son, man, like he said, let him play ball, man. He's only emulating. He's getting out his testosterone. And as a parent, I just want to make sure that if I have a daughter that's 5, I'm going to keep away from that motherfucker.
Yeah.
Sheriff.
You know.
He's dangerous. That boy had a fuck game at 5 years old. Yeah, I'm just saying.
I mean, very tiny. The kid was tiny as hell. That helmet was bigger than his body, first of all. But let the kid celebrate. Talk to him afterwards. Say, hey, like, there's an appropriate way to celebrate and a non-appropriate way. Because some, even the NFL athletes, they live in the moment. Sometimes they don't make the best choices. The kid's 5. This isn't a 20-year-old doing that. If this is a 20-year-old doing that, I'd be a little bit more concerned.
All right, let's go to story number 2, Sheriff.
All right. So former NXT champion, WWE NXT champion Adam Cole wanted some recognition on the Pat McAfee show. Let's watch and see what happens when Pat doesn't acknowledge Adam's accomplishments.
For the decade of my position in the NFL, being a punter. So although I was surrounded by good people, it was just me and a ball.
And Pat, guess what? I was the longest reigning NXT champion of all time. And guess who did that all by themselves? Oh, that's right, me. Did it all by myself.
No, don't believe that. We've watched the takeovers, Adam. The Undisputed Era is the main reason why you've succeeded. But by the way, smart. That's good business. Hey, that's business, baby. That's very smart. Well, and especially for you, because, you're kind of small.
Oh, we're going to go with the size thing now. Fuck you, Pat. Whoa. Seriously, I'm sick of your shit. I come the whole way here, take time away from my family to come to do your stupid fucking show. And you're going to continue to disrespect me. Don't touch me.
Whoa.
Fuck you, Pat. Fuck you.
No, fuck you. Get out of here.
Shit.
You all right? What the fuck is wrong with that guy? Wow. I mean, a lot happened here very quickly. Was I being condescending to him?
No, compliment him.
I didn't think so either. I thought I was just pointing out the facts. Have we ever been that disrespected in our own studio before? No. No. That's why I haven't had him on the show, though, by the way.
Smart.
So, Pat McAfee called it like he saw it.
I mean, if I'm Adam Case and Pat McAfee's telling him how great it is to be alone and the punter, and Pat McAfee's got his guns out, and I'm little tiny Adam Case, and he even called him small, I got to stand up for myself. I mean, as far as Adam's concerned, I feel like he stood up at the one place he knew Pat wouldn't kick his ass. He could have never done that at a football field or at a bar. Pat would have fucking stomped or in a ring. He did it the one place that he felt safe. That's just my opinion. Mr. I see what you're doing.
It's good for business is what I'm going to tell you. I know Adam. I love wrestling, so I can see the spin on this shit, right? Most of the wrestlers that you find right now, they coming back to the WWE. That's the money right now. Adam Cole was at AEW, and I'm not saying AEW terrible. Well, we know Pat McAfee been away for a minute because of football season, but he on his way back to that announcement. And I'm telling you, this is a match that they setting up for WrestlePalooza. That's what's happening right now. His contract with AEW is done, and this is how he get back into the WWE. And I mean, listen, Pat McAfee is not the best wrestler, but he got grit and shit, man.
He's entertaining. That's what he is.
That's gonna be a hell of a bucket match. So
he's very entertaining.
You know what I'm saying? You don't want no acknowledgments. You just setting up the money, bro. That's what that is.
I mean, look at Jelly Roll.
100%. Auntie. Oh.
No, you good. I feel like he responded, and I agree with King that it's all publicity stunts. It's all for entertainment purposes.
It was. Everybody knew what was coming next. We just wanted to make sure that Adam stood up there and he called him small and little. It's the same thing happens behind WWE in the background. And Pat McAfee's show is a huge platform, so I get that kind of. But what I don't get is you're a single man. You're alone on a Saturday night. You got a little change in your pocket, and you decide to go down to the corner and pick up a prostitute for a little rooter tooter. But after you pay the money, she decides she don't want to play no more. What do? Well, let's listen to this story on what this gentleman decided to do when he didn't get his rooter tooted.
Our 911 call in Clayton County, where police say a man called them after a
Wait a minute. Let me do one more lead in. Clayton County is in Georgia, and it might be one of those counties where there's a lot of trailer parks.
Our 911 call in Clayton County, where police say a man called them after a prostitute took his money. Now they both face charges.
I gave her $40, and then, you know what I'm saying, I came back, she got a boyfriend, you know what I'm saying, she don't know me no more. They took her $40.
What was she supposed to do for the $40?
She said she could do everything with me, but she didn't do it.
That was Jonathan Reynolds. Police say Reynolds gave the woman money to perform a sex act. Instead, she reportedly took the money and ran. Later, investigators found her at a motel with another man who had outstanding warrants on Old Dixie Road. Renee Williams is charged with prostitution. Jonathan Reynolds charged with pandering. Here's a new one. A bizarre.
What are you guys doing down there in Georgia? That's what I want to know.
Everything.
Dude, he was better off just not even calling the cops. What the fuck is wrong with people?
911, what's your emergency? Yeah,
Hooker took my money.
Gave this hooker $40. She didn't do what she's supposed to do.
Right.
Well, where's your location, sir? I'm on the corner of Mr. I see what you're doing. You get stood up by a hooker. What's the problem?
First of all, I'm not gonna get stood up by a hooker because I'm not giving out $40 like that. You feel me? But I mean, on the other side of that, you do realize 3 people went to jail that night, right?
Because of one man's phone call.
Thanks. Imagine that one guy that was hiding out.
3 people went to jail behind.
Yeah, they got 3 crooks with $40.
Damn.
that one cop got a 3-for-1 right there. And imagine that one guy who was wanted for felony warrants. He's hiding out at some biscuit house, and he's got this whole prostitute coming back in, and she's like, "Hey man, I got us $40. Woo, bitch."
He's probably going after the guy that called.
He confessed to it though. She took my $40 and didn't do what she said she was gonna do. Prostitution is illegal, sir. Prostitution is illegal.
Auntie, we're gonna play make believe because you're nowhere near a prostitute. A cop comes up to you and you just took this man's money, and he says, "Hey, what did you promise to do for that money?"
None.
Bitch, for $40, not a damn
How do you
thing.
get out of it? See, for $40, not a goddamn thing. The girl looked too clean. To be
You
honest with you, she didn't look like a $40 hoe. I was saying a $40 hoe.
You can't make this shit up, bro. I swear. And the fact that he called and told them people that you just I don't know what Lord save us. I don't know. I don't know. I'm just as much as the officer at this point because I know that's a story he'll never forget. Like,
She said, "What was she supposed to do for the 40?"
I want to know. I want to know. I seen him and I seen her. She didn't look like. I mean, I don't know what you know what a prostitute looks like most times. She didn't look like a $40 hoe at all. She looked kind of clean. Now, he looked kind of rough.
But you know what? Ever since they started that whole nail thing with these girls going crazy, $40, a $40 hoe guy, they cute now because they do $40 for their nails, and so they could be hoes. So I mean, we can't go by that description.
Shorty was a little touched in the head.
Oh, ladies.
That's by a fucking angel. That's what they was. That's what that was.
She was a little down.
Ladies, please tell me that your punani is worth more than a set of nails.
I wish I could see the too many stores for them.
$40 ain't the fucking going rate. I don't want it if it's $40. I mean, shit. That's just not gonna get no quality on. It ain't gonna be worth nothing if you're gonna spend $40 on it.
Auntie, E-News Story 1.
All right. So listen. Could you? I mean, it's bad enough when we deal with abuse and you have children. And there's sometimes that you see situations that you want to get involved in. But we got a story for you that where some women, they kind of took the matters into their own hand. DC, go ahead and handle that story for me.
So, because of all the bruises, the neck swelling on both of those babies.
Shirley Anderson says she was driving in the area of Ketchum Road and Airways Boulevard when she heard a group of women yelling for help.
She was pulling two babies out of this young man's arms. She managed to get the babies out of his arm, pass them back to the grannies. We locked the babies in this washer right here.
According to court documents, a woman nearby noticed Pullum dragging two screaming children into a vehicle. The toddlers were reportedly bleeding from the head and covered in bruises. When the woman confronted the man, he ran to a nearby apartment complex. Anderson says they took the toddlers into this laundromat for safety and chased after the suspect.
We apprehended him down the street in the apartment until the police came, and little street justice.
Right. So that's my point. So if you missed it, they caught him abusing some children and they gave him a little street justice. I was just, what do y'all think that little street justice consisted of until the police got them?
Some felony charges.
Go ahead.
Some assault. You know what I mean? Like, what the fuck is lock them in the wash it? The wash it. Like, not the laundromat, but the wash it. You feel me? Like that type of shit, right? Okay, so listen, I get it, right? It's kids. My heart go out to kids. I work with kids. But this vigilante justice shit y'all doing just don't work for me. Because that man could have killed one of you motherfuckers. And now he got a murder charge because y'all chased him. You feel me? When you call the police, you already got the kids away from him. You know where the hell he at. You let the police do their job. You feel me? That's how that works. For me, I mean, I may be wrong. I mean, street justice just don't work for me because anything can happen in street justice. You feel me? I'm trying to get away from you another time. I'm trying to escape y'all, and I kill one of y'all. Now I got to tell the police that I was defending myself in that particular aspect because that's not part of it. That wasn't part of the issue. Y'all was trying to get babies away from me. I'm trying to leave the scene and go somewhere else. You already know who I am, and you apprehending me. That's not your job. It's not your job.
Facts. Sheriff?
You know, you asked the question, what kind of street justice it was. It probably was some felony charges. It was probably a lot of assault. He probably got the shit beat out of him. But like King says, you got to be smart because what if he had a gun? What if he had a knife or, or some kind of weapon, you know, is it really worth? You know, you already got the kids away from him, like he said. Let the justice system, the law, take care of it from there.
We got a new segment on You Guys Are the Worst called What's in a Name. And the first name that Zoe gave me was Shirley. I'm going to tell you what happened. Miss Shirley Williams, and I met Ms. Shirley Williams with a Z. She's single as hell. She knew this little man that was beating up on his kids. She went straight up to this little man and said, "You see, when we want to see what it feels like?" She probably grabbed him by his dick and beat the shit out of his head, same way he did them babies. This is just like your grandmama did. There ain't no charges here. I don't think, you know, okay, some grandmas get shot by people. I get it. But you know what? That grandma street justice, you know who Shirley Williams is. You got a grandma. Shirley went and took care of business on somebody she knew. He wasn't no big guy. He was some little guy beating up on kids, his kids. As Auntie, go eat those too.
All right. I'm going to just go ahead. We're going to get y'all opinions. This so you can just go into the next story for me.
You're using the N-word over and over and over again.
You asked me how to spell it, so go ahead and pronounce it. Pronounce it after.
She was trying to force him to say the word, and she repeatedly kept saying it, and she had a smirk on her face.
Say it.
And how many times did she say it?
Probably, she said it a lot of times, probably like 15 or more.
How did the issue come up? Well, according to several students, the class was reading a Mark Twain novel when someone asked the teacher about the spelling of the N-word. That's what prompted this reaction from the teacher.
The teacher got in front of the class and she was saying that this word is just an English word and everybody can say if she wants to, it's in the dictionary, and that people are oversensitive.
People are oversensitive about the N-word, King.
No, we not sensitive over the N-word. We sensitive over the motherfucking innuendo and what fuel the fucking word. You feel me? That's what we are furious about. We furious about the fact that if you go and look at the original definition of that word when I was going to school, and the way that you went back into the dictionary and changed the fucking word and changed the definition of the fucking word, and now you saying anybody can say it. No, because we know what the definition means. We know what the meaning behind it means. That's like here I go with my bullshit. That's like us going and running around all day saying honky cracker, Klansman, Klans member, and all that type of bullshit right there. You feel me? Like I saw the video of the girl with the hanging Klansman on the shirt and shit, and that white lady was real fucking offended by that. You feel me? But when the rabbit got the gun, everybody want to motherfucking cry. You feel me? Mm-hmm. So you in the classroom smirking and taking that shit for a joke, but if that man people come up in there and dump you on your shit, now you want the police to get involved, harass that man and verbally assaulted that young man who was a different color than you, and this you got to stop. Mind you, I know I say a lot of shit on here, but by far I can't be racist because it sounds cliche, but I love people from different races everywhere. You feel me? As long as we understand that there's a mutual agreement about this shit, and you just be honest about the fact that the history that you wrote is the history that you got to live with. You can't go back and change that shit now. So it's not a cool word to say.
Anthony, chime in.
Okay, so with this story, and my whole thing is with all of the book removals that have taken place, why has this not created some sort of outrage that we have not pulled this book off of the shelves? Why has this book not been pulled? If this is something that has caused this much of a debate, this ain't the first time we've heard this story, because I remember the story. I remember Mark Twain. I love to read. I read the book. I know exactly what we're talking about. And that's why my whole thing is, so it does show that it is biased when it comes to certain situations. But when it comes to this teacher and her use of the word, I really truly, I mean, and it's sad to say it, but I want her to get what she deserves. I want her to get the full understanding of what that word meant, and because it caused issues. It wasn't just the word. That word caused problems because it bothered other people other than the student that she was harassing. So, I mean, at this point, it's like, yeah, they're trying to erase a lot of stuff, but by them trying to erase a lot of things, they're exposing a lot of stuff. They're exposing themselves for who they really are. So,
Sheriff, what do you think should happen to this teacher as far as disciplinary things?
Well, she's going to get fired, first of all. And she's not going to be able to work for that school district or any neighboring school districts. She's going to have to pack her shit and go to another county or two away or another state because, A, that went viral. People are going to recognize her, and it's going to say, I was fired for consistent use of the N-word towards another student at that. And it wasn't in an educational matter either. I mean, that's probably exactly what happened.
I'm just saying, if you're teaching history, I don't think you need to teach psychology at the same time. If they don't want to say the word, don't make them say the word. Same to the psychologist. If you as a teacher feel like somebody's being sensitive about any word, I don't think it's your job as a teacher to psychology. Unless you're teaching psychology, it's not your job, man. Stay in your lane. I can't go a week without a robot story. Because these motherfuckers are everywhere. So wait till one comes out in my parking lot at Walmart. That's right. I said Walmart. Walmart is now using robot parking enforcement.
Just size that guy up. Just keeping Walmart safe. The streets of Walmart are rough. Cat, got your tongue?
Oh, what'd you say?
What's your name?
We don't have a name yet.
Yo, Walmart has got a security that's a robot. Whoa!
All right. Obviously, you see that was in Houston. Houston has robot cameras that are worked through the security system inside the building. So your Walmart security code, your loss prevention department has a robot that goes around that they can speak out of that has a video camera in it. How do y'all feel about this in the parking lot, Sheriff?
Houston, you have a problem. I'm sorry, I couldn't resist. Why do you need I don't understand. Why do you need a robot? Because what's that robot going to do? I mean, it's just gonna catch people not putting their carts back? I don't understand what Walmart's trying to accomplish here with this, but it's a waste of money.
I'm going to answer your question, then we'll go to King. I think this is awesome for the parking lot because my Jeep has one dent in it, and it was from the Walmart shopping center. And I went inside and I asked if they had a camera, and they said no. I think this thing will catch many more like kids. Like if this thing's riding around in the parking lot, you can't leave your kid in the car. It's going to help a lot of that shit. And pets and dings and accidents. I think it's going to catch them on tape. So it's going to stop all these crazy women from hitting my car. King.
This is fun for me. And I said, do a Walmart in Riverview, our Sun City next. Because I don't even have to go shopping. I'm taking regular trips to Walmart to just fuck with the camera. Feel me? That's Todd from inside the store saying we don't have a name yet. That's Todd on the microphone talking from inside the store. That robot not talking, man. You feel me? I'm following the robot around. I got a scooter in the back of my trunk. Me and the robot having races in the parking lot. This is part of my everyday activity. You feel me? I love it. I'm with DC. I love this shit. Plus the fact that I'm harassing the robot just long enough for Todd to get mad in the store and slam into the back of my car, and here come the lawsuit. You feel me? I'm just type of dude. You gotta be. You just put some cameras up.
Please wear your vest for safety reasons.
Yes, sir. Yeah, man. Like that.
Auntie, how you feeling as a female, man? There's an extra security guard in the parking lot at Walmart for you.
I don't feel safe because Walmart never does anything for the customer. So I don't believe that. But what I will say to deter the thefts that goes on in Walmart, I can see. And as far as y'all talking about, oh, it don't know. Walmart got facial recognition cameras inside they store. So you gonna tell me that this robot is just roaming through there for nothing? That man roaming through there running license plates, looking through people's cars, telling all y'all business. And I'm guaranteed, baby, I'm just not gonna name drop, but I'm not surprised. I'm just saying, no.
I never thought about that. You never thought about that. Like, say you're inside shopping and you're a wanted felon, and they run your tag, and it's the security's there for that. I never. That's genius.
Right.
Because I've seen a lot of wanted felons in Walmart. I'm sure.
No, and that is a great idea. But if it's looking in my car, that's an invasion of my privacy at that
It
time.
is an invasion of privacy, but I mean that's what I'm saying. The fun thing about it for me is
but you're on private property. That parking lot is private property.
Clearly
owned by
you gave
Walmart.
me something to do. Clearly you gave me something to do because I'm in the parking lot messing with the robot until they drive it back inside and put it up. That's it.
He's solar. He's solar.
I'm saying, all right, that's the news for tonight. We'll catch you next week at 11 o'clock. Bfam News. We're out of here.
Oh my
Peace. Where's my intro? Here it is.